My fault. I figured I'd be a lot more clear than that. Ah, you good? That was crazy net code on y'all too. That was barely touched. It shot you up the racetrack.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been enough to change anything.
It was almost like he drove down into you just a touch, and then he shot up the racetrack like he killed him.
Well, and he barely touched me. Thought he'd still be there.
It got me.
Well, before I could walk, I had a wrench in my hand. I was my mama's little angel, my daddy's second chance. He went end over end. The first year he went pro and he lost part of his eyesight, so he couldn't race no more. But he never lost his touch when he got under a hood. He knew how to make him run. He knew one day he would see his name in victory lane and engraved on that cup, just like all them other crazy fools were racing in their blood. He'd put me on his lap when he'd drive and I'd take the wheel, and he'd say, "What do you think about that, son? How does she feel? You just wiggle them little legs, get long enough to reach the gas. Once you put her on the floor one time, there ain't no turning back." Every Saturday, he'd take me out to the garage. He'd take an empty bucket, fill it full of engine parts. He'd sit me down and pour them out in front of me on the floor. I'd have to tell him what each one was and what each one was for. We'd jump in his old car and go down to the race that night. He'd tell me what each driver was doing wrong, what each one did right. He could always pick the winner before they ever took a curve. No.
What's up, guys? As we're getting ready to get these boys fired off here, we're going to let them do a little quick warm-up session before we get going. Chubb, where'd you qualify at, buddy?
Third, I think.
Third, not bad, not bad. What's up with your paint tonight? Don't look right.
What is it?
It's the iRacing paint.
Oh.
I'm gonna restart my
I
train
had
paint.
yeah, I had to do that earlier.
We'll restart it just in case. Guys, I'm gonna let y'all warm up for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Do that earlier.
Poor thing, you're going to have to gather that thing up a little bit. Look out, Miller.
You whole tire and pop off.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of trouble.
As I can't get my... This is frustrating. I cannot get my overlay to load up tonight. It's always something. Well, that's gonna suck if we don't have an overlay. But we got your paint job at least, Chip.
Go, Klein, go. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here.
Hang around.
You were doing the banging around.
started without my overlay. I'll have to restart everything before the next race. But we'll do the best we can with the overlay. What the hell is going on? Hate technology. Love technology, but hate technology. Come on, Bryson, get out of my track. As we're gonna have to do it old school way. Oh well, not too many people watch anyway. It's not that big a deal. We got Bryce Daffern as the pole sitter. He won last week. Won last night in the NHMRL on the Asphalt ARCA Series. He's hot. Cameron Kaysen, previous champion, outside pole. Anthony Chubb Cobble starting third. Good start, Chubb. Jarrett Murphy finished great last week. He's fourth. Justin Henderson fifth. Blake Christopherson finished second last week. He's in sixth. James Miller, Casey Childers. Aaron Brumbelow's back here in the ninth spot beside Casey Childers, I guess. Klein Everhart, Travis Card, Kyle Dersham, Jason McCook, Mr. Slosher, Brian Warner, Snooze Lee, Christopher Law, Cody Clemens, David Ellens, Joey Reeder, Jason Skinner, and Tyler James rounds out your field here.
Good luck.
As Bryson Dafford's going to take on the green, guys, without my overlay. I'm going to do my best, but it'll be tough. Bryson Dafford in the 18 car leads Cameron Kaysen in the 18 car to the start finish line. You see them ripping around Limaland. We got over 20 cars here with Dafford picking up where he left off last week, as well as Jared Murphy. Jared Murphy finished fourth last week. He's running third right there beside Anthony Chubb Cobble. Adam Over connected late. Cody Clemens teammates and 00 up Skinner just puts it on somebody's nose. There's forward. There's that 14 car we saw a lot last week. Ace Mel's here in 92. We don't have Jesse here. Ace Mel's here. Adam Holbert also missing this race. And both guys that tied up last week leading the race. Power not here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Adam in the next race. Austin Good missed the start also. Even though they start 30 minutes early. Might be a little hard for some guys to get here. Chris Jefferson's right there behind Chubb in the fourth position.
Alright, man, caution is out.
Caution for the 63 of Justin Henderson. He's get in there and try to get his quick fix as quick as possible.
I'm having to get those to make it better.
10 laps in, we got 40 laps left. We're going to Fairbury next. Chubb, how's you feeling out there, buddy?
Feels pretty good.
Yeah, let me know when it's on the green.
Right
now. Okay.
again, leading this field to the lap 11, to lap 12. He's led them all. He's looking to dominate this race, dominate this series. He is a fast one. He's always been fast. He's won a few championships with us. He won a limited late model slash late model stock championship last season. The combo series, he dominated them both. Took home all the money. What was that caution for? Did you see?
Hey John, is there any way I can get more than one flat back or just one each time?
Just whatever it tells you, buddy.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir. On lap 17 of 50. Sorry about the overlay status, but nobody watches this stuff that much anyway, except our guys. So yeah, you get to see more of the screen, less of the clutter. Just not gonna get to move around as much. Let me check something here real quick. Green flags out, lap number 17 coming to lap number 18, Bryson Knapper nearly here. Carson, Cameron Casey, he's fast, he's always up front and always a championship contender. He's right on the bumper of that 18 car in his own 18. Side to side, getting a little door slam there. Not a slam, just a little bump. That's how they do it. It looks like we saw that move in the Hunt front the other night as Joyner did that. So, I can't remember who he did it to. Was it Ferguson? 18's a battling door to door. Dapper gives him the door back a little bit, and that's all good as they racing through this. Turn 3 and 4 come back down. Ooh, that was 1-2. That's not bad. Slide job gone bad. 18 drives it up into the 18 and then 51. Christopherson's right there with Jarrett Murphy ripping it around the outside. That kind of side is ripping for Jarrett Murphy. He's got the rear quarter panel right on the wall as he comes up the turn 3 and 4 side by side with Clay. Speaking of side by side, our leaders, our side by side is Chris Long. Went off the track there. He had a damaged front end, and we just lost one into the wall right there too. Like Jarrett Murphy just drove her off in there, smacked the wall. I'm not sure what's going on there. And our front cars are a little beat up as they've been playing a little door tag.
If it says you're a lucky dog candidate, you get to go around. There's a black clearance. Man, I wish I'd have got that lucky dog.
Somebody else did.
Probably make up 4 laps.
As we're getting ready to go green flag again here. Pace trucks in. Cameron Casey brings them to the green flag. Murphy is straight up the track again. Maybe that was a replay. I think that was a replay. Sorry about this. I was struggling without my overlay. Go back to the front here. Up front we got Cameron Casey out front with Clay Christopherson giving Bryson Dafford all I can handle for second place. That's going to allow Casey to drive away a little bit here as we are on lap 29 of 50. Coming to 20 to go as it looks like Clay's looking for that second spot. Clay finished second last week to Bryson Dafford, so that's a pretty common order there for these two guys. caution comes out.
Coming low.
I swore I saw a wreck.
Now there's a tire on the turns forward.
And without my overlay, I'm having a hard time properly admitting, so hopefully the guys are racing right. I'm not seeing everything, but doing my best here. Got 18 laps to go. Green flags out. Cameron Grayson brings them back to the green. Bryson Alford right there on the bumper with Clay Christopherson in third. Travis Card raced his way up to fourth position. I don't know what to tell you, Travis, but he got on the top three last week. He finished third. Dafford goes up in there and returns the favor to Cameron Grayson, and Clay Christopherson gives him the bumper also. Cameron's not going to like that too much. He made a mistake earlier. It cost Dafford, and here comes Cameron right across Dafford's nose. The 218s are throwing it down with about 15 laps to go. That 51, he says, hey, last week we took advantage of some guys wrecking. Go ahead, y'all 218s take each other out and give me the win. Travis Card right there in fourth position with James Miller, hot rod himself in fifth. Klein Eberhard drove that thing from the back to the front. He's running up there trying to get into the top five. Coming to lap 40, 10 to go. The 18s are still battling door to door as Cameron Grayson drifts it up into Dafford's fender here, knocks him up and out of the lane, and Cameron takes the lead. Clay Christopherson to the inside. Bryson Dafford looking to make a run on Cameron. He's going to give him the door. He gives him the quarter, puts him in the wall. Cameron puts him in the wall, and Clay takes the lead. Clay say, hey guys, get off of my quarter panel. I'm not doing nothing to either one of you guys, as he drives away. Cameron Grayson shoots it through, up over the tires, goes up and hits Bryson. Bryson against the wall. Travis Card to the inside. He's going to take advantage of it. He's going to take Bryson to the high side. James Miller to the inside. Cameron Grayson drives it around the outside. All this is happening as Clay Christopherson is driving away with about 8 laps to go. Without a caution, I think this is going to give Clay the win, as he is just driving the wheels off that thing. As these guys went to banging doors with each other, Clay took advantage. I saw it coming. That number 18's in second place. He won last week. He better get gone away from Cameron Grayson if he wants to finish this race. James Miller's racing up to third with Wheezy on the hood. If you know Wheezy, you know Monsters of Dirt. We ain't seen him in a while. Maybe one day he'll come back. Cameron Grayson right there in fourth with Travis Card in fifth. Klein Eberhard shoved himself, battling it out for 6th and 7th position. 5 laps to go. Let's go back up front as Clay Christopherson, who took home second last week, is driving away with his chance at a win in the Monsters of Dirt. I'm not sure if he's got one or not, Joe. Laps to go. But he has got it. He is long gone. He's coming to the white flag. Bryson and James Miller settled in the second and third. White flags out for Clay Christopherson. Clay Christopherson's driving down the back straightaway. Down through 3 and 4, and he's going to pick up his first Limited late model win in the Monsters of Dirt.
Good race play.
Bryson Daffern second. James Miller third. Kaysen fourth. Cards fifth. Top 3 to Discord for interviews. Top 3 to Discord for interviews. Good race. Chubb, where'd you end up finishing, buddy?
7th.
Nice run. That's a good points run. Let's see. I don't see James Miller. I don't see Blake Jefferson. There they go. James Miller, you snuck through all that carnage. Took you a third place finish out of all that. How'd you do it, buddy?
Man, I've been beat worse by my ex-wife than that race right there. I tell you what, that was a rough one. I just bit my teeth and pulled it through. That's the only thing I could do.
Yeah, it looked pretty rough, and it looked like it was getting rougher and rougher. Now we get to go to Fairbury. It could only get better, right? So it looks like you.
Yeah, I think I get a little bit better.
You almost damaged Wheezy's face there, but you didn't quite damage his pretty face. So we're good to go.
Yeah,
so.
Trying to stick my nose all up in their ass so they can get a good whip, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know if you would have been closer, you'd have definitely gave her a run for her money. But the 22 car back on the podium, good run tonight, James. What kind of run you think you're gonna have at Fairbury, buddy?
Fairbury ain't my track of choice. I think I might sit in the backstretch there and watch the next one.
Oh shit!
I'd rather do that than wreck out.
I hear you. All right, James. Well, good run tonight, man. You want to thank anybody before we bounce?
I'd like to thank Coot's Home Comfort for doing this, y'all for doing the broadcast and putting this on, and everybody else who helps out.
All right, buddy. Well, good run. We'll see you when we see you.
All right, thank you.
Later.
Yeah, I'll try and...
Bryson Daffern picked up the win last week. Picked up the win last night in the Asphalt Series, man, on a run. But tonight, that little encounter with the other 18 car kept you from winning back-to-back races to start the season. What happened there, man?
I mean, there's a point of, I was leading, running the bottom, and I'm running left side on the infield tires, and he just sends it in there, drives through my door. And then I move up a little bit, after a restart, I move up to the middle on 3 and 4, and he just sends it in there and drives into my door. And it's like every chance I got to him, he was just driving through me, so I finally got tired of it and started giving it back to him. I mean, I try to race everybody with as much respect as possible. I don't want to touch nobody. I try to do everything as clean as possible. Like, yeah, and mistakes happen, but every chance he got to me, he drove through me, so I just got tired of it.
Yeah, it was nice at first seeing just the little taps back and forth and the good hard racing, but then it got a little crazy after that, of course. But you still held it together, Bryson, as usual. Even when something crazy goes on, you still find a way to get the good finish and get that points finish. So good run, man. We're gonna go to Fairbury next, where you got your chance to get back in the winner's circle. You think you're gonna do pretty good over there?
Yeah, I really enjoy Fairbury, so hopefully we can get the track slicked off. And I don't want it too slick. I'd like to have a couple lanes, but with these limiteds, it's kind of just around the wall already. So we'll just see how it works out, and hopefully qualifying is going to be big there.
Yeah, well, the room opens up shortly, so get you something to drink, get cooled down. Hopefully, Kaysen and you can race it clean next race, and we'll see you both up front again. Bryson, good run, buddy. You want to thank anybody?
Just thanks to everybody at Bad Racing. Thanks to everybody helping me out. Thanks to you and everybody that puts this thing together.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you at the next one, man. I'm sure we'll be interviewing you again, man. Good run.
Hope so. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Clay Christopherson comes out here after last week taking advantage of some guys beating doors. I I called it. I saw it coming, and right when you got the chance, you got by those guys. And once you got by them, you didn't give them a chance to get back to you, and you drove away. And we had a good no cautions there at the end that really helped you, and you just drove away and put on a good show. And I think that's your first. Is that your first Monsters of Dirt win?
I believe so, yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, good job. You got real close last week, and this week you proved it wasn't a fluke. That was a hell of a run out there in that good-looking hot rod I'm looking at there. No dents, no damage, and picked up the win, man. How'd you do it?
I just kept my nose clean. I saw them two start tussling a little bit, and I was running okay on the bottom. I'd lose a drive here and there, but it was maintaining, so I just stuck it there. And then when they started fighting a little bit and an opportunity would open up, I'd jump to the middle and see if I can get in there. If anything, I went back to the bottom and kept my nose clean, and then they both went into the wall there, and that was my opportunity. Then I just was able to pick the line I pretty much wanted to run the whole time, but was just saving tires for. Yeah, the car felt phenomenal at the end.
Hell yeah, man. Well, it looked phenomenal. You drove away, and once they got clear of each other, nobody could catch you. So, yeah, good-looking car, run away out front, and getting those points, man, starting to show everybody that you might be a definite contender this season, man. It's a good run. Hell of a job on getting that first win. You want to thank anybody this week before we get out of here?
You guys for putting this on, all the guys at FTM and Swan Speed Shop for 358 and big block setups.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we'll see you at Fairbury next. Hopefully you can make it back-to-back tonight.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. All right, Chubb, I'm going to shut down this broadcast. The lobby is about to open here shortly. We'll be back at the top of the hour for our Fairbury show.
I'll see you in a few.
All right, buddy. Good run tonight. And let's go make it 2 top 10.